mm, mm, mm. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Yes, James. Good morning, everybody. I'm live again. I was live last night, and I said I was going to do it this morning, and I actually followed through with my promise of being here. I'm like Jesus, but different. Also, I want to tell everybody and keep reminding everyone that I have a comedy show July 11th at 10 p.m. and you can buy tickets on my Instagram page or my YouTube page. So there. James, did you do your other live last night or no? I was hoping to see Rakesh and all my Indian friends. Oh, good. You did a stream. Cool. Hi, TikTok. Good morning. How's everybody doing? This is part of my Turnitoid shirt. You can barely see. Oh my God, I gotta get I have my Turnitoids. I use Printify to do the print on demand for my Turnitoid shirts, and they suck. I have to change print on demand services. I'm very annoyed about it. But I'm just yakking away. It's Yakatoid. Yeah, I know. TikTok. I have 2 streams going, TikTok and YouTube. We need to do like a live challenge. You guys should start making fun of each other because that would be so cool. Everything that TikTok says, I'll repeat to YouTube, and everything that YouTube says, I'll repeat to TikTok. Let's have a roast battle, a morning roast battle between TikTok and live and YouTube. Yay. I was in Pismo Beach over the weekend. It was super cool, and I drove back yesterday, and did I drive like a beautiful, wonderful princess and a Christian girl? No, I didn't. I did not drive like a good Christian soldier. I drove very annoyed at the people that were going like 50 miles an hour on the freeway. Patience is a virtue. I started to record myself at night so I can listen to like whatever, like manifests or whatever, and one of them is that I am a patient driver. I drive patiently. I hope it works. I really do. I want to be like a nice woman when I drive. Not crazy. Well, I'm not crazy, but you know, you have to share the road with people that don't know how to drive, and I know how to drive so well. I love the couch in the back. Yeah, I love my couch. It's blue. It's a nice satin blue, and I have pillows that are on the ground, which is where pillows belong. And then, of course, I'm the same color as my walls. I'm not white. I'm wall color. I'm the color of wall. No, I don't have any kids that I know of. No, I don't. You know, women are the one species that could say for sure if they have kids or not. And do you want kids? No, I want a dog, though. Yeah, James, sometimes the stations are like take forever sending notifications. Do I want children? If children were a basset hound, then yes. I want a basset hound so bad. They're so cute. I want an old, sad basset hound. Or I want a French bulldog. And woof, woof. I think that my dog, if I had a dog, it could do all the heavy lifting, and my social media would just skyrocket. It's like if you're a guy and you want to pick up girls, you just get a puppy, and then all the girls are going to come over and be like, oh my God, your dog is so cute, and you start talking to them. So it's the same thing with getting a lot of views on social media. Just get like an old, sad basset hound, and then I'll be right behind it talking. That's what you got to do. Think outside of the box. And I'll miss you when you're gone. What did I dream? I was having weird dreams. I don't remember. Oh, have you guys seen Bloodline on Netflix? I know it's like 10 years old or something. Maybe 8 years old, but I was rewatching it, and it is so good. Thanks. I have pink nails. My favorite movie. Oh my gosh. Favorite movie, maybe Airplane. That's my go-to. The comedy Airplane. My favorite movie. It would definitely be a comedy of some sort, because I wouldn't say like, Schindler's List is my favorite movie. Oh yeah, cute. Okay, Airplane or Step Brothers is always so funny. Anchorman is hilarious. Um, yeah, that's a good question. Don't make me think too much in the morning. I just woke up. I don't have my thinking cap on. Airplane is so funny. Oh my god. And like totally before its time, I think. It was made by two Jewish guys. And I did like all this deep digging into, whenever I like a movie, I just like learn everything I can about it. Yeah, it's my living room background. Do you like the background? It's the same color as me. I'm the same color as my walls. When they did the two guys on there that were speaking jive, I guess those two actors came into audition together, and they had created their whole language. Like all of their jive was actually their own language, and they were hired right there. They got the spot like right. They got the audition right on spot. And I know so many. Yeah, I love Goofy Funny. It makes me laugh. Goofy Funny, lots of money. Goofy Funny, lots of money. Goofy Funny, like my comedy show, July 11th. You could buy tickets. Yeah, the Bologna wall talking it. Yeah, I'm obsessed with it. I'm obsessed with the fact that was speaking. The lady was hilarious speaking. Oh yeah, that lady is from. We're talking about the movie Airplane, and the lady speaking jive. I think she was from Brady Bunch. She was the mom from Brady Bunch. That was hilarious that she was speaking live. Everything about that movie is my favorite part of the movie. When the flight attendant, because I used to be a flight attendant, when she was walking up the aisle and she was hitting everybody in the head with the guitar, that was hilarious. And then when one lady, when the lady was like freaking out on the airplane, so they were trying to get her to calm down. So there was like a line of people waiting to get her to calm down, and just progressively got worse. Like it was the flight attendant telling her to calm down, and then this person telling her to calm down, and then a priest was there, and then somebody was like punching her. That was so funny. I love that movie. And then Leslie Nielsen as the pilot. Oh my god. The whole cockpit scene, every scene from the cockpit is hilarious. I feel like if they made that movie today, I mean, maybe they could have gotten away with it, but it was so far ahead of its time. But maybe not, because people thought it was funny then. Yeah. Oh, the old wall talk. Talking about the wall, how I'm the same color as the wall. It never gets old. When I was a little kid, I would obsess about saying the same thing over and over and over again, and I think I do that as an adult. I get fixated. Yeah, we can go live on your channel together. I just feel like my schedule is, it's gonna have to be an impromptu time, James, because I just cannot barely plan. I can barely plan my own life. So you're about 5'6". Kind of. I'm 5'8". I'm a big girl. I'm a big old girl, and I mean, why not? We already know each other's voices. Oh, yeah. Just saying my schedule. I don't know. My schedule is always weird and off. I would hate to say I could do it, and then I can't do it. Do you like my coffee cup? It's from Nespresso. Okay, I'm coming up with my jokes for my comedy set. And I want to say something about how, hi Elijah. I want to be like, I look like a mom, or I look like a well-to-do woman. I look like somebody that has their life together. But really, it took me, I'm, because this isn't part of it, but the fact of the matter is that I'm not that. So I want to be like, it took me 10 years to get my 2-year college degree. And what do you call a cow with no legs? A cow with no legs. A legless cow. Ground beef. Oh my God, that's funny. That's a good one. What do you call a cow with no legs? Groundless beef. Dude, that's super smart. Super smartoid. I know I look like your very basic middle-aged white woman, but really, I am a middle-aged basic white woman. Middle-aged basic white woman. MABWW. I got to come up with an opening line for my comedy, and it's going to be something about how I look like da 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 da, but really I'm da 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 da. Something 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 da 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 da. Isn't that so funny? It's so funny. People are going to forget to laugh. That's how my comedy is. It's so hilarious. The beats are so fast and so good. Yeah. Da 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 da. That people are going to forget to laugh. Hi, Rama Singh and Nico Trip. Where is Rakesh and Jake Gupta, my people from India? They're always on my live, and now all of a sudden they're not. I feel like they may have something happened to them in India. I'm gonna have to fly to India and find the 2 guys that are usually on my YouTube live. I'll go live from India and we'll look for them together. You want to write some of my jokes? You want to write some of your jokes too? Okay, write one of my jokes for me. Oh, one of my favorite comedians of all time. Let's see. My favorite comedian of all time. Man. Like stand-up comedian? I think Will Ferrell is like so funny. Oh, Martin Short is hilarious. I love Martin Short. He's so funny. My favorite stand-up comedian of all time. I love Maria Bamford and her style, and I should be better with this. I should be better with knowing my favorite comedians. I really should. Me, myself, and I. Tina Fey's hilarious. I think, because it's like a comedic actor or a comedian, stand-up comedian. Which one? I'm forgetting names right now. Can we get an apartment tour one day? I mean, this is pretty much it. This is my apartment. Do you like it? I'm the same color as my wall. I don't know how that happens. Maybe it's the lighting. Because if I put my arm up against the wall, it's not the same color. Oh, my favorite stand-up comedian. Okay, thank you for specifying this. My favorite stand-up comedian will be... I'm going through the glossary, the index, if you will, of stand-up comedians, and I'm trying to think about who my favorite one. Sebastian, what's his name, is obviously hilarious. I mean, God. Okay, my favorite comedian. Oh, Brian Regan. I think Brian Regan would be my favorite comedian because he's so funny. I don't know if he's been touring lately or not, but he did a few specials. It was like everything was so funny and it was so witty, his jokes, and he wasn't relying on like sex or relationships or like something obnoxious. Like every joke was freaking hilarious. And I've seen some comedians that aren't known, but that are kind of like maybe local comedians, and oh my God, they're so freaking funny. And my favorite type of comedian is the one that can go up there and kind of just banter and go off the crowd. But I know you should have a set. Like there's nothing like a good set for a comedian. But there's also the people that are just funny and they can relax. That's a whole process to be able to be yourself and relax on stage enough to be in the moment and just be funny. But one person told me that when you go on stage as a stand-up comedian, the jokes are there for like in your back pocket for if you're not having a moment where you're just like being able to like be on. Oh, hi, Is Jay Gupta here? Cody Woods. I'll have to look him up. I don't know who Cody Woods is. There's so many comedians. How could you like know all of them, especially right now with all the streaming services? And but Cody Woods. Okay, I'll look up Cody Woods. Jay Gupta's here. Yay! Jay Gupta in the house. Do. One of my live moderators from India is on my live. Oh yeah, Bill Burr. Dude, yes, Bill Burr is hilarious. And these are guys that have been doing it for so long. You know how you can look at a comedian and you're like, oh my God, it's effortless. Like they're barely telling jokes. The fact of the matter is that it has taken years to get that stage presence. And the fact that they're making the joke look easy, they have worked so hard to make that joke sound effortless and be their own voice. And you need to turn your Camry into a tour bus. You need to turn your Camry into a tour bus. That's funny. Sure. You're not sleeping, Jay. You're not in the mood. I'm always in the mood to sleep. Yeah, I should maybe I should take a week or so and binge a bunch of stand-up comedians. Also because I'm wanting to I'm getting back into stand-up, not as much as I was before, but I'm wanting to get a nice solid 10-minute set together again. I haven't done it in so long, but I have tons of jokes. They're just not sewn together, if you will. But I should do a binge of stand-up comedians, finding who are my favorite and just to get it in my head. That'll help with my writing to know the beats. There's so many funny comedians, and the thing too about it is that you could see a comedian and it's a really good day for them and they did their best set and it's freaking hilarious. But if you see them a week later and they're working on something new and you'd be like, this comic sucks. But it takes so long to become a great comedian. It really does. It's a lot of practice. It's a lot of work. Gary Owens. Gary Owens is so funny. Yeah. Gary Owens does a lot with Mike Epps. And I did a movie in Indianapolis 2.5 years ago, an independent film, and Mike Epps is the executive producer. It's not a comedy, though. And that's going to be coming out soon. Oh my God, it's going to be done soon. You guys, my name is going to go viral when this movie comes out. So take this all in right now. Take Julia and her walls serious, because when that movie comes out, dudes come moods. And I'll miss you. Julia Toyd. James, tell our future. I have 2 lives on. This is my TikTok and I have my YouTube live. But YouTube isn't my name. My YouTube channel is bologna_sandwich_show. Yeah, Mr. Cole. I have a show called Bologna Sandwich Show. My mom and dad serve bologna sandwiches at their Jewish Pentecostal wedding, which is so funny. So I always wanted to have a show that was comedy, but not stand-up per se, but variety, wacky, weird, I guess. So I was like, oh, I'll call it the Bologna Sandwich Show. So on YouTube and on Instagram, I have bologna BOLOGNA _sandwich_show. In the beginning, God created bologna, and the bologna was dark and void and lonely. And the bologna was dark and void and empty, and God saw that the bologna was lonely, and so he made mayonnaise in his own image, and he squirted his mayonnaise all over the bologna, and he saw that it was good. And thus was formed the Bologna Sandwich Show. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Yeah, I'm going places. Yes, going up yonder. If anybody asks you where I'm going soon, I'm going up yonder. I'm going up yonder to be with Gassy Tyler's here. When you get a name like Gassy Tyler on your live, what do you know about that? Dude, I just said I was raised Pentecostal. Pentecostal. We had church service hours we had church that lasted for hours. I remember Thursday nights. My dad was also a preacher at our church, but oh God, church would go so long on Thursday. And I couldn't wait till it was over because my mom would make us cinnamon toast. And I would go to church thinking, oh my, because the preacher would preach. They don't have like a set time. When you go to a Pentecostal church, it's all improv. There's no set time. They do music. It lasts for an hour extra long. And extra long. I just woke up. I'm sorry. Then they start with the preaching, and then that takes a turn, and that goes for another 3 hours. And the children are sleeping in the pews, and Julia is waiting to go home and eat cinnamon toast. I should put that, oh my God, dude, I should totally put that in my show. Why have a, duh. Yes, I'm putting that in my show, the Jewish and Pentecostal. And then I'll talk about the church service hours. Church service hours are 24/7 at the Pentecostal church. But what I will say about the Pentecostal church is the music is so good. You like learn music whether you want to or not. I love it. And how I got the Holy Ghost at 8 years old. I caught the Holy Ghost like I caught like the cold. I got the Holy Ghost. And James and Jay are in the house talking to each other all my life. I was in Bible quizzing. I was in the Bible club in high school too. I was so cool. We got out of the Pentecostal church when I was, I think I was like 11 when our church left the Pentecostal church. But I remember people getting the Holy Ghost and like just being a little kid and sitting in the front of the church and watching the altar call and people getting healed. And this lady was always sick. She always had back problems and she was always getting healed. But I'm like, at one point, I'm like, is she making this up? Because everybody gets so excited when you get the Holy Ghost. Or it's almost like when somebody comes out of the closet and they're like, I'm bisexual. And everyone's like, oh, congratulations. Or they're like, ah, da 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 da. At the Pentecostal church, the same as like, I got saved. Or I just repented and renewed. I shouldn't make fun of that. I'm sorry, God. But I remember this lady having like, that's like real stuff though. I mean, there's power in all of that. There's power in the Holy Ghost. It does. It changes your life. I totally believe. Oh my God, are you kidding me? I'm so glad that I pray, and I'm so glad that I learned the things that I've learned in my life, because it's absolutely helped guide me. And everything I'm doing right now, it's in the spirit first, believe it or not. Even stand-up comedy, for me, I feel like what I'm doing and in my life, I have to pray first and let that be my guide. Because I was just born into it that way. That's why. I was born into spirituality, I guess. Yeah, Julia is chilling with her own vibe. I'm chilling with my own vibe. You guys can join my vibe if you want. My vibe live. This is my vibe live. I thought talking to myself means talking to myself. But see, when you're on a live, you're talking to yourself with other people. It's a little more complicated. Yeah, they are. I have green eyes. I have green eyes and my skin is the color wall. And I miss you when you're gone. That is what I do. Da, da. And I miss you when you're gone. That's the Cranberries. That is what I do. That's a sign of a nature lover. Yeah. Yeah, God definitely has a sense of humor. For sure. And I want to honor my family heritage in what I do. The Bologna Sandwich Show is honoring my Jewish Pentecostal heritage. And thank God for Jesus, as they say. Julia, I'll see you. Okay, James, bye. We have an Australian guy in the house, and he's going to go bye-bye. Thanks for stopping in. Jay, how's everything doing in India? Oh, thank you, Mr. Cole, for the follow. Thank you. Bye, James. Bye. My Jewish family did not meet my mom until the day of the wedding, and I think they married in 1973. Isn't that crazy? So not only did they not meet my mom, who, by the way, was 17 years old when she married my dad, crazy toy. But can you imagine like these like well-to-do Jewish people that are like very Democrat and like artistic, and they have like fashion, and then they fly from Texas to California to a Pentecostal church where women can't wear jeans or makeup or cut their hair. And I'm not saying that they're not educated, but in the Pentecostal church, especially in the 70s, the women existed to get married. They didn't like go to school and get an education. They didn't work. They were housewives. So these two worlds came together at my parents' wedding. And then I'm sure at the Jewish Pentecostal wedding, I'm sure that they were playing their Christian music, their gospel music. So I think that's just, they serve bologna sandwiches. And then my Jewish cousin Carol, tells a story, which everybody else, my mom and my dad, say this isn't true, but she says it is true, that she got to the church and they needed help making the bologna sandwiches for all the guests. So my cousin Carol, who was a guest at the wedding, had to go back and help make bologna sandwiches. I know, it's so interesting. My mom was 17 when yeah, very interesting. My dad was 23, I think. So my dad was living in Dallas, Texas. He was a Jewish guy, and he got saved during the Jesus movement in the 70s. So he moved to California and ended up at a Pentecostal church camp, and that's where he met my mom. And he was on probation for selling weed. And then look at me, here I am. I was conceived through condoms and birth control. Thank you so much. And I know that because I was told that. We would go to church. We would go to like our Pentecostal church services, and then coming home and writing my grandma and grandpa thank you Hanukkah letters for all of our Hanukkah gifts. It was just so silly. But I did celebrate Christmas. I love Christmas. I'm Jewish. I'm not really Jewish. I have been to synagogue like one time. Definitely more Christian, if I was going to say I identify as a certain religion, whatever. But that's been like who I am. That's ingrained in me. That's ingrained in my spirit. Sebastian's in the house. Do-do-do-do-do. 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 Sebastian's in the live. You guys, we're all in the internet pipes together. Isn't that crazy? You're in your internet pipe, and I'm in my. The internet pipes are the IPL addresses. I just thought about that. The IPL addresses are the internet pipes. What if you could turn your IPL address into an internet pipe and literally go inside of like a black hole of the internet, and you could be sucked to like, and all of a sudden I could go to India. Oh, thank you, Mr. Cole. Thank you for being here. You're a wonderful person too. Thank you for helping get my mind going about like things that I could put in my comedy set. Duh. I have a whole world of stories right there. So thank you. Hi, XX fan, you're back. Okay, Sebastian, your real name. What is your real name? What if like, and is that not even who you are on your on your profile pic? To my way or whatever. I don't know what you're saying. Julio Chalk. I don't know what you're saying. Chase Bassett. I want to get a Basset Hound so bad. When the time is right. When the time is right. Your real name is, I can't even say, is that a name? Your real name is Wizzlewold? Is that a real name? And then are the internet pipes going to look the same for a YouTube live versus a TikTok live? Travel day or good morning? Hi, Julio. It's not a travel day. I'm at home, and I just want to say again that I'm the same color as my wall, and I realize that. Weiswald. Your first name is Weiswald? Wissewald? I look sad today. Oh, I did just wake up, and um, I'm not feeling sad, but I just feel, I don't know the word, lost, not lost, lost, overwhelmed. Not because I have like so much overwhelmed. Oh my God, like I had kids and responsibility. I just want to make something happen in my life with my bologna sandwich show. And I don't know. I do feel, I will say, Jay, I just woke up like an hour ago and I was like, ugh, I feel like blah. I think just spiritually I have stuff going on. It's not winter though. Oh, XX fan, it's your birthday today. Yes. Winters do bring depression, but this is like spring and summertime right now. So I don't know. Sometimes I think I thought my life was going to be somewhere and it's not there right now. My life is not where I want it. That's what it is. I'm not where I want to be in life, and I feel like I'm like Madonna's song, "Living on a Prayer." I'm living on a prayer. So I guess that could become mentally exhausting. And there is war going on in other countries. I realize that. So I think that's what it is. I'm just nervous. I want everything I'm doing to count and to matter. So I guess it's just, that's like in my head. Yeah, I always feel like I could be doing more. I should be doing more. Like I want to get the word out there about my bologna sandwich show, my comedy, but I don't want that to be the only thing I do. I also want to do acting, and I want to live, and want to have connection, and I want to have peace in life. So that's interesting that you could tell that I'm feeling that. I didn't say it, but you could see it. I must be a great actress. I'm portraying my feelings and my thoughts without saying them. Somebody hire me already. I want to have a gig on like a really good comedy show, like Curb Your Enthusiasm, or because I'm great with improv. Curb Your Enthusiasm, or like Arrested Development, something like that. Oh my God, I would love to have a leading role in a television show like that. Your heart is what my way is good morning by. Julio, I don't know what you're saying, but no more taxpayers. I'm sure it's really cool. Tarun, how are you? Good morning, Tarun. Good morning, good morning, good morning. It's time to rise and shine. Seva is a short version of my name. That's a really cool Seva. Yes, in German, Weiswald in Russia, Weiswald in Latvia. Ooh, interesting. That's super cool. I don't know how to convey pronunciation by text. Yeah, that's different. That's like a hard thing to do, especially if you're it's a language barrier sort of thing. Hi, Tarun. Life is going really good. I'm on my live, and I'm just bantering and talking about life. And I'm the same color as my wall. Yes, I know that. And somebody asked me if I was sad today, but I'm not sad. I'm just feeling like I really want to make this count, my life count, and the things I'm doing and the projects I'm working on. I want to make it count. I also want to trust and enjoy the process in life and have connection. I think I feel lost, like I don't have connections. How do I take this person off my live? You keep saying the same thing over and over. It's annoying. Second sounds, E, same, okay. Turtoid shirt. Yeah, you guys, my Turtoids. That's another thing that's on my mind. I have these characters I created called Turtoids. And if you go on the website, you can order stuff, but I've got to change my print on demand places. So I have to do that. Anyways. And I'll miss you when you're gone. That is what I do. Okay, so on YouTube, if somebody keeps like putting comments and it's like weird comments, I can time you out. And on TikTok, this guy will not stop putting the same, it's like an annoying child. And I don't know how to make him go away, so I'm ignoring him. I'm very good at ignoring people. Oh yeah, thank you, Jay. Jay is in the house reminding everybody to like my live. Turn to toys. Yeah, Tarun, like the stream. Jay, I love that you're going through making sure that everybody has liked the stream. That's what they need to do. Yeah, my nails. If you guys haven't subscribed to my channel and liked it, could you please do that for me, please? Pleasey Weezy. Oh, how do I get Mr. Monster to stop? Oh, mute account. I'm sorry, Mr. Monster. I'm muting your account for right now. Because you're annoying. Sorry. I'm sorry, Mr. Monster. You heard of Andrew Santino? Oh my God, I totally know Andrew Santino. I used to work at the Comedy Store, and he would go, he was there now. He's so funny. Andrew Santino is hilarious and an underrated comedian. Yes. But I don't know if that's like a backhanded compliment to tell somebody they're an underrated comedian, because maybe he feels like he's doing great. He is doing great. He's known. But I get what you're saying. Like, you know what I mean. I get it. That red hair of his. Can I please give you an autograph, Demi Moore? I know I look like Demi Moore. I totally do. Yeah, Demi Moore's on live, dude. Thank you, Sebastian. Thank you. I appreciate you saying that. Julia's popular YouTube short gets 24,000 views. Crazy. I have a short that has 24,000 views. I didn't know that. I meant, yes, Santino should be in more projects. Absolutely. Yeah. And I always wonder sometimes, because like, maybe he doesn't want to be the behind the scenes. We don't know what's going on behind the scenes. But he has this podcast, and he's in the same group with, like, he does stuff with Bobby Lee, I think. But all those guys are super funny. Yeah, I don't know why he's not in more projects, like acting. I think he does acting, right? Usually if you're at that level of comedy, you will do acting because it just helps bring you more fame and recognition. Yeah, why is he not in more projects? Let's ask him. I'll email him right now. Hey, yo, Andrew, why are you not in more projects? We were talking about you on my TikTok live today. We want to know, what is the deal? Sing happy birthday to me. Okay, hold on. Which brand is famous in LA? Is it Tiffany Diamonds? Probably. Oh, you love my hair. Thank you. I was going to brush it, and it's so tangly. I'm not even going to brush my hair. I was at the beach, Pismo Beach, over the weekend, and all that humidity made my hair like frizz, and I have to wash it. But, okay, happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear XX fan. Happy birthday to you. Thank you for being on my live for your birthday. That's so cool. Aesthetic ASMR. Hi, good to see you. What am I talking about? I'm just talking about life. I'm also on my YouTube channel and have a show called Bologna Sandwich Show, where I talk about all things crazy in bologna. And I have a comedy show July 11th. Let's see, which brand is famous in LA? Why didn't you shower? I've showered, I just haven't washed my hair. Two different things. Listen, women don't always wash their hair every time they shower, because this thick mane, I can't wash it every day. It has to be every like 3 days. Do you have any sets out on YouTube? No, I don't have any stand-up I don't have any stand-up sets out on YouTube. I'm just slowly getting back into stand-up. I took like a 6, 7, 8 year break, but I will put some sets on YouTube. That means I have to do some shows first. Shalom Stone. I customize shoes. Let me know if you want a custom done, and I got you. Oh, thank you, RVTV. Okay, Sebastian said, I usually feel awkward when I speak to Americans, but you're an exception. You're so cool. Oh, thank you. That makes me feel happy and nice. Jay Gupta, I didn't know that my short, even all my shorts together have 24,000 views. That's pretty good, huh? What do you do, Goldberg? Oh man, I do so many things. I want some customized shoes. I want some customized shoes. Rye TV that'll say Bologna Sandwich Show, or that'll say Julia Bernstein on them. I thought for sure I would be married by now and have like a regular career as an actress. All that's coming. It'll happen. I'll get my name out there. I'll get my name out there with my Bologna Sandwich Show and my lives. Yeah, my shorts. I have a really funny short. I'm going to edit it and put it on TikTok, and then I'll put it on YouTube. It's really funny. It's so funny, you're going to forget to laugh. It's so funny, you're going to forget to laugh. Ha ha. Hey, remember to laugh. Remember to laugh. Remember to laugh. Ha! Is Weinstein still in it? He can get you in. Yeah, I was thinking about getting a hold of Harvey Weinstein to see if he can get me into the industry. You think that'll work? I'm having a drink right now. Oh, aesthetic ASMR, yay! What time is it where you're at then? Okay, our YTV. Oh my god, excuse me. I know what's up with all these Jewish guys like Epstein, Weinstein, but Cosby too. For show, the first time I saw the word for show, FASHO, I was like, is that like fashion, but for short? Because I was like, why is everybody saying fashion in my text? But it means for show. Thank you. I know, I didn't know that. At first I was like, for show, like fashion? Yeah, fashion, cool. Natalie Portman is a great actress. I love Natalie Portman. She's a great actress. If I could be like Natalie Portman, but be Julia Bernstein, that would be so cool. You could do anything now. If you have the intranet, you could become an actress for your own channel. I'm my own actress on my own YouTube Live channel right now. I'm an actress on YouTube Live. My career is skyrocketing. I've got it made. Your ex was an extra. Wait, what do you mean our YTV? Somebody said the same thing about for show? That's so funny. See, I'm not the only one that thought that. I was like, fascio. Are you calling me a fascist? A fascist? A fashion? But for show. I get it now. This was like a long time ago when people first started to say for show. Or maybe they've always said it and I just caught on. I don't know. When I was a teenager, I was a huge fan. For shizzle on my whistle, dude. For shizzle on my whistle, dude. Yeah, dude. For shizzle on my whistle. I'm filming my public access show today. Do you guys watch YouTube? Do you know this thing called YouTube? I have a show I do at the public access. And I've been like a few weeks behind, but I'm filming 2 of them today. And as soon as I edit them and they air them, I can put them on YouTube. But that's a fun thing I do. Your favorite movie is Schindler's List. You post on YouTube too. Yeah, my YouTube channel is Bologna_sandwich_show. So it's not Julia Bernstein. You watch it every day. Wow. People watch public access all the time, L. And the reason why I use public access is because they have a full studio and it's perfect for my awkward, weird comedy, bologna sandwich comedy show. Do you guys know the thing called YouTube? Damn, hilarious line. Yeah. Have you guys heard of YouTube? Do you know where it's at? It's on the internet. Do you know where I could find YouTube at? You mean YouTube? Yeah, do you know where it's at? The internet? Where do I find the internet? Where's the internet at? The internet is over there. Okay. Bye, dude. Where do I find the internet? Where do you find the internet? Yeah. The internet is online. Well, where's online? Anyways, I use my show, Bologna Sandwich Show, is public access style. Is super funny and trendy and cool, and everybody loves it. Okay, everybody loves it. Everybody loves my Bologna Sandwich Show. There's a movie when Natalie Portman and Tuva Novotny at the same time. The film is about aliens or something. Cool. What am I talking about? Everything weird and wild and wacky. It's my own show. I have a show called Bologna Sandwich Show, and my TikTok is Julia Bernstein, and I just talk about whatever I want to talk about. Weird, random comments. I talk about aliens. I talk about my turdotoids, these characters that I drew, on my YouTube page or on my TikTok shop. I talk about acting. I talk about comedy. I talk about baloney. I talk about being Jewish and Pentecostal. So many things. Bernstein. It's the first one, Bernstein. Yeah, Bernstein bears. They spell it differently, but I'm Bernstein. Bernstein. Oh, thank you, Elle. You're so quirky and totally unique. Oh my God, I love you already even more. I am quirky and totally unique. That's what I'm trying to say in my stand-up comedy. That needs to be my opening line. Is that like I look like a normal, if you see me and I don't talk, I look like a normal white woman that's probably a mom or like a real estate lady or like maybe a CEO. But I'm the opposite. I'm weird and quirky and I don't want to grow up. But thank you for saying that. That's why I like doing my YouTube lives, and my Bologna Sandwich public access show is so funny and different and weird. And then I have a comedy show on July 11th. If you're in the Glendale, if you're in Los Angeles, you guys, I have a comedy show July 11th. And you can buy the tickets on my Instagram. That has a link on my Instagram, Julia_Bernstein. Or my Bologna Sandwich, my YouTube page has the link. Even if you're not going, you can still buy tickets and support. I love aliens. They are true friends of me. Yeah, alien toys. It's 8:44 there, and it's 6:14 in Russia. Thoughts on skunks? Oh, I just want to pet every skunk. Hi, Tanner. You know, now that I think about skunks, I never see skunks. Are they like, has somebody killed all the skunks so they can't like spray us anymore? I missed you. Yeah, Tanner, I've been here. We were like, where's Tanner at? And now you're here. Cool. I've never seen a skunk in real life that I don't think I have. I've definitely smelt a skunk. But maybe they're invisible. Has anybody actually seen a skunk? Maybe they're not really here and they're a figment of our imagination. Have you thought about that? Yeah, when I get on stage, I think people think I'm going to be a certain way, and it takes people a minute to be like, oh my God, she truly is she's weird. And then they don't know how to process it. There's always this moment where people are processing who I am and what I'm doing on stage. Maybe because my jokes aren't that good. Maybe they are, but maybe they aren't. But maybe they are. And I miss. Okay, I do want to go to the gym at 9 o'clock. So I'm probably going to get ready and go to the gym. Come through the dog door, spray the couch, and love seat. You had a skunk come through your garage or your dog door? Oh no! That's horrible. They are so good, no doubt at all. What, Jay? What's so good? Oh, we talked about menstruation. Yes, Jay, like Jay Gupta is telling everyone, you guys, on TikTok and on YouTube, like my stream, and then subscribe to my channel. And I will be putting a video out today on TikTok. Don't worry. You look like an average person, but you have very strong energy. Yeah, I do. That's what I'm saying. I look like a very basic white woman. And then you talk to me, and I have to figure out how I'm going to describe myself in my joke. And then you realize I'm like psychotic. Not psychotic. How would you describe me, you guys? So I can put that in my joke. you find out that I have to be able to compare myself to somebody or something. I look like a normal woman, and then I say things that are not normal. Yeah, we all like a little crazy. I'm the perfect amount of crazy, where I don't follow through with things, I just think about it. Elle isn't a real account. Hey, I thought I just... Dude, I thought I muted you. There we go. Okay, you guys, I'm going to get going. Thank you so much for liking my live and joining. And let's see, I went live today. Probably tomorrow night I'll go live. I'll try and get in the morning. Tomorrow at some point, morning, afternoon, or night, I'll go live. But I would love if you followed my page or subscribe to my YouTube channel. Support my comedy show. You're supporting my comedy by subscribing to my stuff. Jay and Sebastian, thank you for being here. And Tanner, it made my day that you guys show up. It makes me super happy, dude. All right, you guys, say bye so I know that you know I'm leaving and I'm not just like pulling the plug on you. Thank you. You said bye. Thank you. You are a lesson to us to teach. Enjoy your company without expecting by others. Oh, thank you, Jay. That is so sweet. That's amazing to hear that. I appreciate you guys being here. Okay, have a great, blessed day, and we'll see each other soon on the next live. Okay? Okay? Bye, everybody.